It plans to combat crime in Waikiki.
Yeah, this as an uptick in violent crimes is leaving the community afraid. KITV4's Kristen Concilio spoke today with the former judge and prosecutor who weighed in on the situation. Kristen.
That's right, Mika. With a major wave of violent crimes on Oahu, all eyes are on the justice system to help get criminals off the streets.
People who deserve to be in jail should be placed in jail.
Former judge and prosecutor Randall Lee knows firsthand the responsibility of sound judgments to keep the community safe from those posing a danger to the public.
Just like offenders have to be accountable, judges should be held accountable too.
As crime surges on Oahu, many of those responsible for breaking the law remain on the streets even after they've been arrested and prosecuted. And there's a growing perception that the weak link in efforts to curb lawlessness is the judiciary.
The judiciary system needs to be overhauled. Bottom line is they're letting the people down. And they're letting all of these guys who have 50, 60 counts of the same thing, let them out. And then what happened? They commit a higher and a more deadly crime by killing somebody or putting somebody injured or in the hospital. That is unacceptable.
Lee says the lack of accountability is causing the public to lose faith in the justice system.
So a lot of times people feel that nothing's going to happen, nobody cares, the public safety is not as important because they see things, cases like this repeatedly happening. A crime occurs and there's no consequences.
The reason in his mind?
Sometimes it's their own self-preservation. They realize that they want to retain their positions, and if they take a hard stance on some of these crime issues, they may not be retained by the Judicial Selection Commission.
And with judges having broad discretion on cases,
sometimes this discretion doesn't necessarily mean they make the ethical, moral choices that the public expects them to do.
Senator Kurt Favela, who's on the Senate Judiciary Committee, says the lenient courts are making it harder to fight crime.
Right now, our HPD hands are tied, our prosecuting hands are tied, and everybody in the community that don't know that HPD is doing their job and they're getting beat up by the community, it's not their fault. It's judges nowadays, for whatever reason, is deciding to put emotion or feeling instead of following the letter of the law.
Now, a spokesman for the judiciary says Chief Justice Mark Rechtenwald was unable to comment due to the Code of Judicial Conduct. Reporting live, Kristen Concilio, KITV4 Island News.